So let's start with Richard.
Okay. So thanks for introducing me. I am the CEO of the pension fund in Uganda. It's called the National Social Security Fund. The fund currently has about 2.1 million members, of whom 800 are active, so the others will be pensioners. And we manage asset size now about $2.5 billion, spread over 3 asset classes. Fixed income, where we have about an allocation of about 77%. We've got about 15% in equities, both public and private. And then we do East Africa. And if you sort of look at the numbers, and I know that in dollars it probably doesn't sound as a big amount, but $2.5 billion is quite a big amount. Just to put it into perspective, that's about 10% of Uganda's GDP in terms of wealth. So it's quite significant. And the story I always tell is that every single day we collect the equivalent of about $3 million, and I need to find where we can put that money, because there aren't very many places you can put $3 million a day. And that becomes one of the biggest things. So our recent involvement, and I say recent because the electricity sector, or the energy sector, is quite limited in Uganda, or was quite limited in Uganda until 2001, when it was unbundled. And what happened is that they created a regulator, but they also created a distributor, generators, and then they also created the transmission. So there were 4 separate companies. And what then happened is that the distribution side was then privatized and given to a concessionee. So in 2012, that concessionee came to the market, and we basically participated. Initially, we participated as a minority stakeholder, and then in 2016, 2017, last year, we became majority shareholder of the energy company. The returns have been absolutely fantastic. Participating as equity, we've been able to recover much of our investment through capital appreciation, and also through returns on dividends. And that has been a very, very good lesson for us, because first of all, I think that's what we're going to be discussing on, but some of the lessons that we learned out of there, basically to be patient, getting somebody, very good people like Actis who've been in the business and have done this elsewhere, partnering with them, and then reducing the risk, bringing in management to run the concessional assets, and being able to deliver a good return for our members. So I think those are some of the lessons I'll be sharing with you once we go into the meat of the detail.
Thank you. Uche?
Thank you very much. So I run the Nigeria Sovereign Investment Authority, and the NSIA as it's called. And the NSIA is established by a law of the federal government of the Federation of Nigeria, and the role is to actually invest excess revenue from crude oil sales into a fund. And by law,
Doing business in Africa, you can't afford to be without Africa Investor.